Foods that harm the brain, avoid these for better mental health. Did you know that the food choices you make today can have a significant impact on the health of your brain tomorrow? While we commonly discuss how diet affects physical health, fewer people realize the critical connection between nutrition and mental well-being. A poor diet could be silently contributing to brain-related diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia, depression, and even anxiety. In this video, we'll walk you through the foods that are most harmful to brain health, backed by scientific research. Understanding what to avoid and making smarter food choices can help you preserve your memory, boost focus, and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Let's dive in. Your brain is a high-functioning organ that requires proper nutrition to perform at its best. Studies have shown that certain diets, especially those high in processed and inflammatory foods, can negatively impact brain function over time. When you consume harmful foods frequently, your brain faces oxidative stress, inflammation, and even structural changes that can impair memory and cognition. Over the long term, this damage is associated with conditions like dementia, Alzheimer's disease, depression, and more. By recognizing and avoiding these harmful foods, you can take actionable steps to protect your brain and improve your overall quality of life. One of the most widespread and damaging categories of food is ultra-processed foods. These are industrially produced items like chips, instant noodles, sugary cereals, and frozen dinners. Their appeal lies in convenience, but their hidden costs are alarming. Ultra-processed foods are packed with additives, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients that can trigger inflammation in the brain. They often lack essential nutrients, such as vitamins and antioxidants, which are crucial for brain health. Regular consumption of these foods has been linked to cognitive decline and mood disorders, making them one of the biggest dietary risks for your brain. If you regularly consume sugary treats like soda, candy, or desserts, you should know how harmful they can be for your brain. Diets high in sugar can impair memory, reduce mental clarity, and even raise your risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, a condition sometimes referred to as type 3 diabetes. Here's how it works. Excessive sugar consumption leads to insulin resistance, impairing your brain's ability to use glucose effectively. Since glucose is the brain's primary fuel, this can result in sluggish cognitive performance and long-term damage. Cutting back on refined sugar is one of the most effective ways to protect your brain and maintain focus throughout your day. Not all fats are created equal. While healthy fats, such as those found in avocados and nuts, are essential for brain function, harmful fats like trans fats and excessive saturated fats can cause significant damage. Trans fats, often found in margarine, baked goods, and fried snacks, are notorious for reducing brain volume and increasing inflammation. Over time, their negative effects can contribute to memory decline and learning difficulties. Excessive saturated fats, found in processed meats and certain dairy products, can also affect the brain negatively by impairing blood flow and causing buildup in the arteries that supply oxygen to the brain. Limiting these harmful fats in your diet can go a long way in preserving mental clarity and protecting brain health. It's easy to overlook salt when considering harmful dietary habits. However, excessive sodium intake, often found in prepackaged or fast foods, can harm your brain in more ways than one. High levels of salt in the diet can raise blood pressure significantly. This is particularly alarming because high blood pressure reduces blood flow to the brain, which can impair cognitive function and increase the risk of vascular dementia. Many prepackaged snacks and instant meals carry sneaky amounts of salt, so always check the nutritional labels and aim to stay within recommended sodium limits. Refined carbohydrates, such as white bread, pasta, and pastries, are another food group that deserves your attention. While they may not taste overly sweet, these foods can have a similar impact on the brain as sugar. Refined carbs are broken down quickly by your body, causing blood sugar to spike and crash. These fluctuations can lead to mental fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and mood instability. Moreover, overconsumption of refined carbs has been associated with long-term inflammation and cognitive decline. As an alternative, consider swapping refined carbs for whole grains like oats, quinoa, and brown rice, which provide steady energy without harming brain function. Many of the harmful foods mentioned, such as sugary, salty, and highly processed items, trigger inflammation in the body. While inflammation is a natural response to injury or infection, chronic inflammation caused by diet can silently damage the brain over time. Inflammation not only harms brain cells but also slows the creation of new neurons, which are critical for memory and learning. Many brain-related diseases, such as Alzheimer's, have been linked to inflammatory processes. Avoiding inflammation-triggering foods is essential for maintaining long-term brain health. Even foods marketed as healthy can sometimes work against you. For example, pre-flavored yogurts, granola bars, and low-fat snacks are often loaded with hidden sugars or artificial additives. These ingredients may provide short-term energy but can harm the brain when consumed regularly. Always read nutritional labels carefully and opt for whole, unprocessed foods instead. A handful of raw nuts or a plain Greek yogurt topped with fresh fruit is a far better option than prepackaged health foods that are laden with hidden sugars and chemicals. Now that we've covered the foods to avoid, let's discuss how to nourish and protect your brain with better dietary choices. Choose nutrient-dense whole foods, incorporate brain-supporting items like leafy greens, berries, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Limit ultra-processed foods. Try to cook meals at home using fresh ingredients to reduce your reliance on prepackaged snacks and ready-made meals. Replace harmful fats with healthy ones. Opt for olive oil, avocados, and fatty fish instead of trans fats and processed oils. Cut back on sugar and refined carbs. Swap sugary beverages with water or unsweetened herbal tea, and replace refined carbs with whole grains. Monitor salt intake. Skip overly salty snacks and instead season your food with herbs and spices for flavor. Your brain is one of your most vital organs, and taking care of it should be a priority. What you choose to put on your plate today determines the quality of your mental health in the future. By avoiding ultra-processed foods, sugary treats, harmful fats, and refined carbs, and by adopting a diet rich in whole, brain-supporting foods, you can protect your mental clarity and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Remember, making small, informed changes to your diet can have long-lasting effects on both your mental health and overall well-being. Empower yourself with knowledge and make better choices starting today. Your brain will thank you for it. Subscribe, share, and like for more informative videos.